Most of you are familiar with the tolerance movement, the idea of being politically correct and the idea behind what that means. It's kind of interesting with that. If you know about being that, you've got an issue with the First Amendment. All right, people who are in the politically correct crowd hate the First Amendment because the idea of the freedom of speech, please understand that it was designed by our founders to protect offensive speech. It's there to protect speech we don't like. And what they've come along to do, and they've created things called hate speech. Hate speech is anything they don't like. And it's primarily pointed, if you think about it, at Christians. Because it has to do with things where we would take a moral position, which would be God's moral position, and we would say that is morally wrong. God says that will ruin your life, mess you up. Let's not go there. Okay? That's the concept of this. And so because of that, when we have to talk about things like homosexuality, bisexuality, transgender, or the life, other things like that, then the idea is, oh, you're a hater. No. We're taking a moral position based on God, and that's how this is. Now, let me give you an idea of the tolerance movement very clearly and where it is by definition. All right? Tolerance, when used by the politically correct crowd, tolerance is the virtue of people who do not believe in anything. Now, let me prove it. Okay? I'm going to prove it for you. All locations. Guys, what you have to understand is this, is that based on the tolerance movement, you have to accept anything and everything that anyone believes or does, or you're a hater. Not only do you have to accept it, you actually have to applaud it. Do you realize what that means? There is no truth. There is no right and wrong that's even available if we follow that. I can prove it for you right now. I want you to look at these men. On the left, you see Will Thomas. That is dead naming. On the right, you see Richard Levine. All right, they go by Leah Thomas and Rachel Levine, actually Admiral Rachel Levine. And we are supposed to look at these people and say, yep, those are women. They're trying to erase you, ladies. They're trying to wipe you out. How about this? If you remember all the things that happened with Antifa and Black Lives Matter, the Marxist organization, all the violence that happened, billions of dollars in damage, we were supposed to say, oh, no, that's peaceful protest. But yet Christians are the haters through the process. Guys, this is what happens. Nothing makes any sense anymore. There's no logic, there's no direction, there's no understanding in any way that helps us to be able to see where we're supposed to be. What I want you to get a hold of as you look at this, guys, is that this isn't how we can do this. So let's go back to our story. Would you not agree that this would have been a moment? I mean, this would have been a moment that they could have said, you know what? Things are going pretty well here. Everybody's applauding us. We're popular. They are using the word God, little g, but, Zeus and, Hermes, okay. And so we'll just go ahead and go along with this. And isn't it interesting that it was at this moment they said, absolutely not. We'd rather be stoned to death than to go along with this. You see, guys, what they understood is the appropriateness of actually standing for the truth and seeing all that.